once more deep into the hole, so look at the trains and think about that last train done. Sure enough, we forgot to tell it what sort of weight loads we wanted. So down at Birkenhead, we're going to want him to wait for 20%. Up at Middlesbrough, 20%. And actually, here, I think I'm going to want him to wait for 30. I think we can get 30% of a load. There we go. Make certain we did that at schedule level. We didn't. Still have the num lock off from when I played SimCity. Sorry. The itches have spread up instead of going away. That passing spot's just about perfect. Of course, his train is running along totally empty right now. So this month is going to be a big hurt. Oh yeah, big hurt probably. I don't see any way for us to take and make up that amount of money. So we'll just speed run through that and take the loss. But now he's going to wait for that 30% load. Check the other guy too while we're at it. Free seats are below trips. That's a good sign. Now I want at least a double separation. I want it halfway in between on that. And we're getting positive profit on that train. So what I want is halfway to the zero on each one before. So like this month was looking really good. That's a halfway to the zero. If it stays there and keeps building that way, then down the road, the more often I see that, the more likely I am to increase service. But in this case, I don't think I can do much other than swap off the caboose, and I like the caboose on this little run. I don't think he's going to make a ton of adjustments. Staying about the same on free trips versus free capacity versus trips. So seats and behinds and seats versus empty seats. Filled seats versus empty seats. That's one way to think about it. And there was one where we're exceeding. So yeah, I think that's about right. I think we're not going to mess with that guy anytime soon. This guy, though, will he make a profit? He didn't lose as much. Made a $59 profit. What does he make coming back? Oh, that's nice. Okay. So we may start seeing better profits from him with the adjustments we made. I can live with that. What did that do to our overall profitability? We're back out of it, but it's still dicey. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is change Pax Railer. What's his profit? We might be able to increase his profitability. Yeah, he's already running half or better. Let's go ahead and increase his overall profitability by raising these to 50%. And we're starting to get some places that are right on the edge of our zonage. Stay in coverage time. Oh yeah, just on the edge of the zones. So eventually we'll have to start considering, as growth seems to be to the south, towards our depot down here, our garage. That's going to be an interesting thing to take a peek at. Let's go up and see if Middleborough grew any by getting this service in. This time he hasn't grown much. Not seeing a need yet for big swimming pool. Yeah, so I'm showing some growth, but not much. And take it back up to 2.5. Let it cruise at 2.5. Things looking pretty good. We've got a backload here. Could probably put a fourth train out on that. And I'm betting we can do a third train on the other collier too. And go ahead and let him build up a little bit more by giving him the extra platform just in case. Not seeing an unchoose. Where's my unchoose signal? last thing I want to do is what I seem to be doing here. We will have to see about what we got in the way of industry along the way that could use the power. There's the cattle ranch. What's his demand? He only uses 8. Gives him just a 10%. Yeah. So now the question becomes, from here up, do we then like build a climb here that becomes our... Ooh, that would be interesting. When we go to serve the dairy, that might be an interesting thought to keep in mind. First, I want to see profits. Steady and turned around. Profitable year. We're not seeing that right now. Part of that's the dispatch and purchase of new vehicles. Speed run time. We have a steady downward trend, not a good sign. Only lost 43 last month. That's not bad. I'm not liking that trend in our flow. Which route is no longer moving? Oh, there's a positive month. And it's not that huge. It's actually December. Not liking this trend. need to find a way to smooth out our flow and figure out what it is. Is it that we don't have enough trains? Yeah, I'd say it's that we may not have enough trains on the Okay. Not sure where to go next. How to take and deal with it. Let's turn the trees on for a little bit. We're done with construction for a bit. It is looking much nicer. I'm beginning to wonder if it's the fact that we're not running our passenger train as often with the 50% load. He's moving. He's only about a 20% load, so and I'll bet you that's what it is. I'll bet you I screwed up big time. Uh, 30-20. Wonder if going to 35-35 would be a good hit. I'm making money last month. Not tons. Last year, I should say. We're beginning to take a look at a better profitability. And I say that and get a bad month. Well, we'll see how it goes. We got 75,000. Yearly, we were looking good. I'm not certain we're just not going to take and make a lot. So the paying down that debt to get us back into the black account balance wise, cash on hand, it's going to be tougher. But I think it's doable. We'll see how it goes. Or that the losses are going to be minimal enough that we can survive for a while until the passenger traffic picks up. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.